Residents of Chatham-Kent have worried for quite some time that its Capitol Theatre would become a financial burden on the community. A press conference held Tuesday, March 1st, confirmed what could possibly be the worst. The theatre is now in financial receivership. A project that started almost 15 years ago, the Capitol Theatre promised to bring prosperity and life to downtown Chatham. Less than 6 months after opening, the theatre is filing for bankruptcy, the municipality of Chatham-Kent, one of its creditors. Politicians, board members, and concerned citizens gathered for a show much different than the theatre's recent presentation of Cats to hear the announcement. Diane McGuigan, chairperson of the board of Chatham's Capitol Theatre Association, says this is due to a combined lack of ticket sales and financial oversights that weren't known when construction was started.
The financial pressures on the theatre these past few months have been great. In addition to lower than projected seat sales, we've had to service debt left over from the construction phase, and we've had significant unexpected monthly expenses. Naturally, as all new businesses, we've had major startup costs, and with our thin cash flow position, we could not handle the ebb and flow of these unanticipated costs.
The municipality currently has approximately $400,000 in reserves, which Mayor Randy Hope says will be used for the theatre to continue operations as usual if necessary. Former mayoral candidate Ian McClarty doesn't believe these funds should be used and thinks more has transpired behind the scenes that needs to be examined before they're spent.
These are things that reek of a criminal investigation. There's ample evidence to support a criminal investigation in this. It just takes people, you gotta have to turn around, and you're gonna have to have the fortitude, the personal fortitude to move forward.
Current president of the CAW Local 127 chapter, Aaron Neves, is questioning council's motives and decision to help the theatre. He says residents deserve answers as well.
I think the question today is, if it's a bad business model, it needs to be changed and looked at and redeveloped. The reality is today, do the residents of Chatham-Kent, were we misled? And in fact, what's the issue? What's the issue where the money's disappearing? That's wrong. That's not how you run a private business.
Leon Leclerc, Ward 4 council representative, says he's optimistic and the community should put their faith in their Chatham-Kent council.
Let the leaders of the community, hopefully they make good decisions. I'm a businessman. I've seen some stuff that's going across the table. I'm optimistic. I'm hopeful, very hopeful.
Continued support from residents will be what keeps the theatre from dipping into the $400,000 surplus, says Mayor Hope. Community support, he says, is what's going to keep Chatham's downtown prosperous.
I mean, it's subject to public participation. And I know people are limited to the resources they have available to them. But as long as we keep the encouragement of people to participate and take advantage of the amenities downtown, success will be measured by those who come. And what financial requirement will be needed is based on the show attendance. So if the show attendants are there, then the reserves won't need to be utilized. But if they're not there, in order to make sure that we're living with the contracts that are there and the ticket sales that have already been done, so it's which one comes first, the chicken or the egg? But what's most important is that we need to continue to support what's going on.
Reporting from downtown Chatham, this is April Colby for Mediaplex News Now.